Hello, welcome back to Cultural Translation 21-day challenge, and you're here with me at day 8. Yes, we're into the second week. I am Tomo. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for walking on this journey with me for this to explore what it's like to culturally translate all this wisdom, words of wisdom that just accumulating in me for the past years, and it's been a joyful experience for me to clarify these thoughts and translate it into another language. On this day 8, I am continuing with this book that I explored yesterday, day 7, going beyond in the contemporary society, and I'm just tackling this Mr. Wakmatsu Eisuke chapter on Soetsu Yanagi, the founder of Mingei folk crafts movement that's been around for the past century. And today we are digging deeper into the concepts of beauty. Yes, as we are just briefly exploring what Soetsu Yanagi did in his early years. He was one of the first to really introduce Western art, which was like French Impressionism. Rodin, he's a sculptor, he was one of the first to introduce those, I guess, quote-unquote cutting edge Western art into Japan in early 20th century. And at some point he turned his gaze inward and discovered the beauty in Japanese crafts, ordinary crafts that just nobody ever paid attention to up to them. And it developed into huge movement. And some say it was social, some say it was spiritual, it was many things. But yes, here I like to read his original text. そうした彼がある時から工芸品をめぐって書き始めます。一個の器の中に真も美も善も見ることができると語り始める。So the Yanagi at some point started writing about crafts, handicrafts. He says that in one vessel, one tea bowl, you can find the truth, the beauty, and the benevolence. 真に救いと呼べるべきものがあるとすれば、誰にでも開かれていなくてはならない。その開けの場所を求めて彼は民芸の世界に入っていくのでした。If there is anything that can be called as true savior, that has to be open to everybody. In the pursuit of the place that is open to everyone, he went into the world of Mingei, folk crafts. The beauty of concept of beauty, especially in Japanese culture, has always been interesting to me, as we tend to use it interchangeably. Yes, as he says in this text, that can refer to being a good person, cleanliness, space being clean. So it's cleanliness, purity, benevolence, sincerity, authenticity sometimes. So it talks of inside and outside. And this actually when you translate beauty to Japanese, we usually use the word utsukushi, but there's also another word, kirei, which has actually more spiritual internal connotation and cleanliness. But this beauty, this word, this one, is usually read as utsukushi. But anyway, yes, so in a way, it seems like a natural course that towards the later life, Soetsu Yanagi came to this idea of that there should be a religion of beauty, as I translated, or Mr. Wakamatsu translated as a path to beauty, because it's beauty as a concept is such a holistic concept and pursuit of it, we can actually live better for us and for others. And I love this finishing sentence by Mr. Wakamatsu.すべての人が宗教書や哲学書に親しんでいるわけではない。しかし、器に触れ、あるいはそれを見ることができる。器を日々の生活の中で用いることはできる。柳は言葉によって真理を身に引き寄せるように、器に親しむことによって美を傍らに生きることができると信じたのでした。Not everyone is familiar with philosophical books or Bibles or texts, but anybody can touch on the vessels or tea bowls and watch it, see it, feel it. We can use the vessels in our everyday context, plates, pots. Yanagi Soetsu thought that as we touch on the truth through words, we can live with beauty by being familiar with, by having those pots around us. That was Soetsu Yanagi's belief. And that actually goes back to my day 2 of Cultural Translation Challenge, where I introduced the word minge. Minge is all about this sort of everyday, ordinary objects which was created as an almost antonym to, what we would translate as aristocrats' crafts, with this sort of meticulous artistry, mastery, and they're both beautiful, but this was always being recognized as beautiful, and this was not, and just Yanagi brought in this concept that this, what we actually tend to dismiss on our everyday table, is actually beautiful. And I think here the idea of Dharma gate of beauty or past beauty comes together by having those, cherishing those objects in our everyday life. It maybe helps us to live in purity, benevolence, authenticity, truth. Well, there's no answer to that, but that's the food for thought I leave you with today. Well, thank you for being with me on my day 8, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.